I couldn't believe it when the bartender told me who you are.
Why are you talking to me, man?
How are you, Mr. Bruce?
I'm good. I'm good.
I saw the movie.
You saw it yesterday?
I love it. I'm calling it early, but you know, it's the best movie of the summer for me, I think.
I hope so.
How did you get attracted to the film, making the...
Well, it was very simple. JJ called me. I was at work in Canada at the time, and he said, if you want to read it, you have to come down here into a locked room and read it in private, and then we can talk. So I flew down, I read it, and I went, I just love the story, right?
So is it the story more, or what about your character?
It was the whole story. It was the whole beautiful story, and you know, although Pike is an important part of the movie, it's not about Pike. You know, it's about Spock and Kirk, and I just love the way that all played out.
You guys must be way down on your recruiting quota for the
Well,
moment.
if you're half the man your father was, Jim, Starfleet could use you. You can be an officer in 4 years. You can have your own ship in 8. You understand what the Federation is, don't you? It's important. It's a peacekeeping and humanitarian armada.
We done?
I'm done.
Pike was in the original series, he was the first captain.
Oh, he ended up in a wheelchair.
In a wheelchair.
Yeah, with 2 lights,
With the 2
one for
lights.
yes and one for no.
You've been playing a lot of authority figures lately.
I know it's weird because as a person, I don't really have that much authority, but you know.
But it's kind of
I can never find a parking spot.
But it's kind of fun to think of how the nature of authority will change or will be different in like 200 years from now.
Yeah, I mean, God knows how much sway authority will hold, or whether authority will be everything.
Right.
You know, yeah, that's an interesting question. But authority would have to exist in a meaningful way, and otherwise the future would just be anarchy, right? So. And I suppose there are those movies that are completely anarchic and futuristic, where there is no authority, where everybody thinks they have authority, and it's all-out war.
I heard JJ say too that he wanted to bring forth the optimism of the original series.
Well, it's clear this is an optimistic vision of the future, and although there are some tremendously terrifying elements to it, and you know, Eric Bana is pretty scary.
Yes.
Right, and his agenda is pretty scary.
Right.
Free jump.
Show Commander, you are clear from USS Enterprise dash base.
Gentlemen, we're approaching the drop zone. We have 1 shot to land on that platform. We may have defenses, so pull your chute as late as possible.
Leonard Nimoy just breaks my heart.
I was there one day when he was there, and there were about 300 extras and cadets, and JJ said that Leonard Nimoy is here, and he's going to lean over the balcony during the scene and look at what's happening. So Leonard, would you just come up here and say hi? So he walked up to the edge of the balcony, and everybody, boom, leapt to their feet in this thunderous, endless ovation. And it was just, and we were all just standing there going, it was really moving. And you know, he was just up there going, waving and smiling, but they wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
It was really intense.
Oh, he's the heart of the movie.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Mr.
too bad.
Bruce.
Launching torpedoes. Emergency evasive. Fire everything!